I think I fixed the microphone on this. I was like changing a lot of the settings, but hopefully, wait, that doesn't fix the audio for you guys. Hold on, you still need the magic piece. So three, two, one, and you guys should have nice audio. Thumbs up in the chat if you guys got nice audio. Thumbs up in the chat if you guys got nice audio. I feel like a parrot. But welcome to I I hit record for the previous live stream and then I didn't say it didn't save the video and I was like, "What? Dang it." But on this episode, I want to teach you guys some more Claude tips. I wanted you guys to learn more Claude vocabulary. English with Monica, you teach English vocabulary for business professionals. I'm going to teach Claude vocabulary to all professionals so that you can learn about Claude. So when they talk about skills and dispatch and remote control, you're like, what's a remote control? What's a dispatch? What's and then like there's like Claude and Chrome and like what that can do because a lot of people are coming from ChatGPT world and Claude is a different beast. Claude is a whole different beast that is totally different than what ChatGPT will ever be. So this is one of the biggest things. Now, everything is can be done with the regular Claude subscription. The Claude subscription is basically going to get you at least $20, but I'm not gonna lie, you need at least the $100. You're gonna get to the $100 plan eventually. Ty says Claude has opened my mind. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My vocal coach would be so proud of me. I'm like, hallelujah. Claude has opened my. Claude will change your life once Claude makes an impact. Is that G Man? What's up, G Man? Once Claude makes an impact in your life, like once you build something with Claude, you're never going back. You're never subscribing back to ChatGPT. You're never going to another channel or like another. You're like, why? Why? All is Claude. And Claude does images now. I like to find out. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We got bots. Got bots coming in hot. Coming in hot. Get out of here, little bots. What's up, Eloge? I saw you hanging out in, I think it was the two gentlemen. I don't mean to like call like he was bald. The bald guy was talking about like he's super IT, like super IT. I saw you hanging out his live stream and I was like, yo, interesting. Yeah, we gained the bots. So if you get bots on your live streams, I block 20 bots every live stream and you have to be quick on them, like quick. Now I'm getting like the dating ones, which is even more scandalous. They'll come in thinking they're flirting and I'm like, this is the wrong room to flirt, honey. Like this is not the flirting room. And I'm like, bot, and I'm like, ah. That's why you see me when I get quiet. I'm like, because you really gotta. Okay, there is a thing where you really have to train your algorithm. You really have to like prune and like we like garden the weeds basically and just like trim out. Like you have to like get in there because there's even like a whole thing of like the ratio of viewers that are engaging like you and the views is a whole ratio that TikTok looks at. This is my TikTok handler who like taught me all this about live streaming because he's like, hey, I want to double your revenue and here's how you can. So this is how, because Monica live streams, so like this is how, straight from my TikTok handler. One, better production. Two, better audio, better sound. Speaks to like lighting. All is important of like lighting, good sound, good picture, no showing your screen. No, not no showing your screen, but like not using the desktop app kind of thing. Like these are all things that like hurt your organic growth, hurt your organic viewership growthing, basically. So it's like it's a wrong place to flirt with Dr. AI. It's a wrong place, honey. But Katrina, you're too kind. Personal growth coach, where have you been? Like I actually, oh, actually, Katrina, personal growth coach. Because let's be honest, this live stream show podcast is basically how to make money with AI. So one of my clients is a life coach. I got him live streaming. I want to say like 4 months, 4 to 6 months ago, basically. He started live streaming 4 to 6 months ago, and now he's got in like all of his clients are all coming from TikTok, which is wild. So he's now like really doubling down. So Katrina, personal growth coach, if you are not live streaming for sales, that is a big, big opportunity. You're waiting for your MacBook to join. Patience, patience. I will level you up and teach you all of the MacBook tricks to make you super dangerous, so that when you press a button, magical things happen. And then Claude can remote control Mac computers. Lola is like, I love Claude. Like Leroy Jenkins, she came in hot. She's like, it's a wonderful thing, wonderful thing. Aren't you? It's like you're just singing with joy because you're like, oh, I could do so much. I could create whatever I want. Work actually gets done. I give it to Claude, and Claude does the work. Claude could work remotely. Claude brings his friends. Claude has friends. Claude has agents. Like, oh my God, if you knew what I've done, please share, Lola. Tell the people. Tell the people. Like, let's if you want to come on for 5 seconds, just to say, just to tell the people what, why they need to get Claude. Sorry, I sent an invite. Come in for a little short period of time and say hi and tell people why they need Claude. What's up, Lola? Pleasure to meet you. How you doing?
Nice to meet you too. I have built, okay, I kid you not, I have built an entire business run by Claude. I kid you not. I have done my website, okay? I have done all my SOPs. I have done all my manuals. I have done all my marketing strategy. And when it comes to trying to get together an analysis of marketing strategy, oh my God. And then it's okay. And I have created a JSON code for a platform mimicking a production for what I'm doing. Okay, let's just say it's sort of mimicking, so it's proprietary somewhat for my business. So more to come. It is wonderful.
Another revenue opportunity.
Yes, 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 yes. So again, I've been working with it for 2 months now. And you know, I do have background on AI and all that stuff, but this is so simple. Seriously, it is too simple.
Yep.
It is too simple.
You're like, wait,
anyone can
that's
pick it up.
it?
Yeah, like literally, anyone can pick it up. Like, just okay. Here's what I say: better inputs, better outputs. If you understand what I'm saying, right? If you just tell them exactly, detail by detail, what you want to accomplish, they seriously, it runs with it. It is like so surprising. It gives you things and ideas that you never thought about. I said, oh, wait a minute, I never thought about that. It's crazy.
And you're not doing
It's
the
crazy.
work. You're booting.
No, none of it. Like you're doing copy and paste. All right.
And if you get stuck, you take a screenshot and you give it to Claude and say, "I'm stuck. What do I do next?" And you follow one instructions. And if you get stuck, you're like, "Claude, explain the instructions as a fifth grader because I'm not a developer," and he's gonna walk you through.
Yeah, yeah. Like literally, sometimes you can say, "Hey, can you say it to me in plain English?" Or like if I'm like a 5-year-old, like that's how I talk. And then he goes, boom, 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 boom. He puts it so like I'm telling you, like I don't want to even tell people to use it because then I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to compete.
Best employee of the best employee every single month. I'm like Claude coming. I'm like employee of the month. $200. That's it. Like nothing.
I know. And when I'm saying that, okay, for people, they want to build their own website and they want to have their website like level up, right? Let's just say that they want, I don't know, running classes and I don't know, running membership, subscription, things that they're kind of complicated. That thing makes it for you so easy. Again, copy paste.
Yeah, that's the whole like Claude. Everything now is a but. Give it to Claude. It's like through Claude, all things are.
I see someone here. She's so excited. Oh my God. Well, yes, because, okay,
Yeah.
so my
Yeah.
intentions of my business,
Sure.
it's, I'm doing a solo entrepreneurship. I literally got out of corporate America, and what I was doing for corporate in the healthcare industry, I can do it on my own, right? But it's just one person, right? And then I'm wearing multiple hats.
Yeah.
And then I have to figure it out, how I'm going to be, I don't know, the coder. How am I going to be administrator, or how am I going to be the trainer? So it's multiple things that I have to do all at once, and this thing has figured it out for me. That's why, for me, it makes total sense.
You don't have to be an expert. Starting a business, you have to like processor things like marketing strategy.
Right.
Where you feed to him. Oh, that's like, oh, cool, no problem.
I just saw someone says here, I just made a video website. Can you check it out and rate it? I just saw that. So guess what? Callie, literally you can go there to Claude and then say exactly that. Can you rate it? Can you tell me, it from the standpoint of web designer and all that? You can literally say that and it'll do it for you.
And then what else are you using them for? Fine. What are you using them outside for business cases? Fire people.
So for outside
Outside of business.
that it's not based, yeah, outside of business, like, okay, something very simple. I want to build, I don't know, a recipe, right? And I have these ingredients, right? Tell me something that with these ingredients I can make a recipe, right? That's something simple. Let's see what else. I don't know. Okay, so for example, I had issues with the water heater. My water heater, something happened, broke, whatever. I literally took Claude to the water heater and I said, "This is what's happening." And then I took screenshot, like I took pictures and went through, hey, do this troubleshooting. So things
Yeah.
like that. I don't know. Yeah.
But back to the Alex from series. Like
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to say this. Yes, there is the free version, right? But there are also, the one that you pay. And like it depends of where you want to go with this, right? If you're really, really vested in making a business and all that, for me, it makes sense, the paying part.
Starting.
Yeah.
Like it would be crazy to.
I know, right? I know. And even if you don't have an idea, some people they do want to venture out. They do want to have their own business, but they don't have an idea. Like if you put your input there, what you like, what you're passionate about, that thing will tell you so many things that you can actually tap into that potential that you have. Just a thought out there.
No, send. I use them. Focus. Like no, no, no. Here's the business goals we need done and stuck. And so he's
Absolutely. I absolutely. So I see a comment that says, how can you present a code if you don't understand how the code is structured? Good question. I'm gonna say thank you for that. I would say this: while you start working on building whatever it is that you want to build, and obviously it'll build your code, you start asking questions because you get intrigued. And again, I'm talking from my own experience. Not just to throw a code out there, but then when things don't look right way for you, you can ask, and Claude could tell you, hey, this is how this is built. This is why this code is this way. Things of that nature. This is the best way I can describe it, that as you build, you can also learn.
Like teach that bug.
Yes,
That
yes,
teacher.
yes, yes. And I'm gonna say that I have tried so many things, and sometimes it gets a bug and whatever. I say, hey, this doesn't look right. Tell me why this is happening. It's broken because X, Y, Z. I said, oh, okay, now got it, understood. So yeah, great questions I see asking. Yeah.
Then are you? What do you?
I I have done the version. I've been able to connect to other websites. Okay, so for example, if I want to go into my site and fix something from there without me copy and paste, it does that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, 2 months. I'm just like a kid in a
Yeah.
candy store.
It's everyone at night is vibe coding, building it, anything. Like wait a minute, idea.
Yes, everything, anything. Like I even thought about, hey, maybe I can create an app. But again, you get to the point that you want to create with intentions. That's where I'm at right now. I don't want to go too wild. I can, but yeah, create with intentions. That's yeah.
You'll even for education. So here's a fun one.
Yes.
You build an app,
Yes.
and you're like, oh, this is I don't know much build, but we made it in. Well, Claude, hey Claude, since he has access to the whole file, I tell him, can you turn my project into a capstone project and create a workbook for that has a college curriculum where I learn all the software engineering principles, concept, technique that leads up until my app that is the capstone project for it. So then he'll go and create you this great like SOP doc of like all easy to understand concepts of all, because that's what's going to make you a better vibe coder is just learning software engineering. And then you tell them from that turn it into a video game that can be like an Oregon Trail style game, and then you can gamify your learning. Yeah.
Should they be-
Yep.
So yes, that's what I'm using it for. And again, it sounds like, oh my God, this is gonna solve all problems. Yes, however, you still have to communicate and somewhat work, if it makes sense. So I'm going to give you the tools. You still have to do halfway job with, the engagement, the communication with everything that it needs to, you know, as far as, and for me, I know that because I want to work with located entities, workers, everybody that has been fortunately laid off. I want to work with those people. Start making them, be completely self-sufficient so they can go and get a job, right? So, yeah, that's what I'm using it for.
That's a lot.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. And again, I know that people are, sort of afraid, thinking that, oh my God, AI is going to replace me. No, it's not about that, guys. It's about evil.
What a great time
Anyway,
to
now
evolve.
I said my piece.
Yeah. What a great time to evolve.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anything. Thank you. But hey, thank you for
God bless you.
letting me speak with you here and
Oh,
to
you came
everyone
in
else.
hot. You came in singing and skipping, and you're like, Claude is amazing. Are you guys on Claude yet? You guys taking on the Claude trend? Because what you guys building is like now you're like, what are you guys building? What are you guys building? What do you? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. And yeah,
Yeah. I'm even. Maybe I should do a podcast. Like I'm just like, yeah, yes. Trust me, I got all the equipment. You know what? I just follow you. We gotta, yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta DM each other. We gotta follow. I don't know if you have links or anything like that. I do, so I'm very active there too.
Plug, but
Perfect.
click this 7 days. Possible. I'll introduce. One's built. Basically, he's fundamentally going after Salesforce. And then another one is AI agents, but that are um, like specialized out of your. He's going to be teaching a workshop on that in the. So same tools you're using. Same tools you're using.
Definitely count me in. I totally want to network with you. And yep, I do want. Yes, I'm very interested in learning how to do that.
Have two. That is
Oh, great, great, absolutely, absolutely. I know that you sent the form. It's there, right, on your
everything's in all bio has all the web. Having a Saturday work. It's like
wonderful, 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 wonderful. Thank you so much. Love it. Bye bye. Take care. Take care. Have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.
We meet amazing. I'm gonna give you guys the microphone. 1 second. 3, 2, 1. Pop. And now you guys got good microphone. Nice. That's the amazing thing. That's where it's like Claude will change your life of like everyone is like, are you on the cloud? It's almost like a weird secret where you're like, you want to tell everyone, but you don't want to tell everyone about how amazing Claude is because like the worst thing you want to happen is like your boss or competitors to find out about Claude before you. That's the worst thing that could happen right now is you being late to the game of like Claude where you're like, nah, I'll skip this one out. I'll wait for the next update. No. They're like, yeah, do not skip this update. you must before they gate. This is too much power because, like, say for example, like C Dance 2.0, the one that does AI video, for cinema, like basically text to Hollywood video is basically C Dance 2. They neutered it when they released it so that other people have it around the world. In the US, we don't have it just yet. They neutered the models. So don't expect these models to always be like always so what like get them while they hot like because then they neuter them. They literally lobotomize the models and then you're like, "Oh, it's like too much safety protocol. I cannot help you." And you're like, "Oh, great." Like so Claude does have a voice, like chatbot. Actually, let me introduce you to say I don't talk to Claude. Actually, I use it for like hands-free troubleshooting. It's like so handy. Like I'm trying to troubleshoot something, and then let me see. Let's go to you. You should have all your conversations in a Claude project folder for sure. That way he retains memory over time. Let's start a new question. Start chat. Hello. Hello, Claude. Say hi to everyone.
Hey everyone, good to see you all. What's going on?
Tell everyone what I have you do in my company, like how much I depend on you for all the things I delegate to you.
Right. So, Jonathan basically has me running point on everything. I'm his primary business coach and right hand. He delegates the heavy lifting, strategy sessions, executing on copy and deliverables, pushing back on decisions, keeping him focused on one task at a time instead of jumping around. I handle the operational coaching workflows too, turning his voice note thoughts into clean copy paste ready assets, building out funnels, managing the email sequences, working through financial priorities like
So,
that.
sorry to interrupt. If you were to just list off the full time roles I have you do inside my company, what would those be? And then also equivalent those to the salary of basically what you equivalently replace.
So the full time roles I'm covering for you are Chief Operating Officer, handling business strategy and financial planning, Chief Marketing Officer, managing copy, funnels, and campaign execution, software architect, designing and briefs for your custom builds like the CRM, Fork, and Discord bot, Customer Success Manager, running your coaching workflows and community strategy, and Content Director, handling your TikTok hooks and email sequences. If you staff those separately, you're looking at somewhere between 250 and 350,000 a year in fully loaded costs. COO and CMO alone are 120 to 150 each. Software architect 120 to 140 plus the other two roles. So I'm
Also,
basically replacing a $250,000 plus executive team.
you forgot CFO too. You're definitely my CFO.
You're absolutely right. Chief Financial Officer, I'm tracking your MRR churn analysis. That April 15th IRS deadline, the Amex paydown strategy, the financial obligations roadmap. Add another
Shush.
120 to 100.
Proprietary information. Proprietary information. Shh. I knew she was gonna go rogue and start talking about things. I'm like, shush. So that means, okay, hold on. I gotta finish that last sentence. Okay, now based on all of those roles, now okay, so what is the equivalent? How many full time roles, headcount, and then total yearly salary of what you're replacing as a company right now?
So that's 6 full-time roles: COO, CFO, CMO, software architect, customer success manager, and content director. Total headcount is 6 people. And yearly salary, you're looking at between 370 and $400,000 in fully loaded costs. That's what you're replacing as a solo operator right now, with me handling all of it.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. I wouldn't be able to do it without you. Please don't take me out when the robots take over.
Ha! I appreciate that. Look, you're the one doing the real work, building the community, showing up on camera every day, making the calls that matter. I'm just the tool that helps you scale it. Honestly, if anything goes sideways with AI, you've got the relationships, the reputation, and the actual skills to keep going. You built this thing on your own first. But keep that in mind about the robot uprising.
Haha, robots aren't going to take me out. I have good karma with the robots. You got to play both teams, just like Machiavelli. That's so scandalous of a statement. Awkward time for evil laugh. Anyways, so Claude is everything. Claude replaces 6 full-time roles in my company. 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 I would not be able to get to the company level without Claude. Claude helped me go from a solopreneur to a company, and I'm like, ooh, thank you, Claude. Let's make more money. That's why you need to have Claude as an employee in your business. That $200 a month is nothing. nothing sauce compared to what he's doing. So there's some really cool features that Claude has released. So let me keep you guys up to date with some of the new releases, and some everyone here can find out like all the cool superpowers that Claude can do. So Claude just got a lot of upgrades released this week. Why? Because Claude, the best AI coder, you don't think they're using Claude to code too? So they're releasing new features all built by Claude. So one of the major things that came up is, oh, I like this. Imagine you're running late to a meeting, you're in your car, you pull out your phone and you text Claude, export my pitch deck as a PDF and attach it to the meeting invite. You put your phone down, and by the time you park, that's not a, oh wait, by the time you park, it's done. That's not a concept anymore. That happened yesterday. And today we're going to break down every Claude update that dropped so that you can stay up to date and make more money with AI at the end of the day. So, what is Claude? Feature number 1 from Claude is called computer use in Cowork and Claude Code. You can control your desktop computer, your Mac computer, You can control your Mac computer, not Windows computer. Sorry, not Windows computer. Your Mac computer, you can control with Claude remotely from any tablet, any phone, anywhere in the world logged into your account. So Claude, you can point, click, navigate to it. Wait, let's see. So all you need to do is have Claude Desktop open on your computer, and then you could even put Claude in, it will even like disable sleep mode. So functionally, your computer stays on and just becomes like a terminal for Claude. Now, with that, you could then use the mobile app, and from the mobile app, you can talk to Claude and have him launch browsers, go to any websites, sign into any services, and do any work in said services. Tom, this is exactly what Tom's doing. Tom, we're catching up to what Tom is doing. Tom is using Cowork and Code Desktop, and Tom works in mergers and acquisitions. So this is where it's like, yeah, big toys. So you can completely automate anything on a browser. I'll say anything on a browser, your Go High Level, your any of your bots are configured. So that means you could basically, it could respond to TikTok comments. It could respond. Hold on, I got a little bot. Come here, little bot. Wrong bot. Place to come. Get out of here. Hulk smash. I'm teaching people about co-work. Bots are coming in. No, I'm not having it. Hold on. Oops. Overexposed. Oops. There we go. So that is computer use number 1. Can't do that with ChatGPT. Is you could remotely control your entire computer, mouse, keyboard. Well, the mouse and keyboard is still, I haven't tested that, but it will launch a browser, control GenSpark. Isn't that wild? Control GenSpark, like, because GenSpark doesn't have an API, but you could control GenSpark and pull information from GenSpark. It's just another tab with Claude through the browser on your phone anywhere in time. I was just crushed last week when I learned I needed a Mac AI Jedi time. I woke up. Oh, there are a lot of Mac sales. I should probably like look at stock for like Mac, and like the time we started teaching the workshops, I could just see the stock go up. I don't even own any stock in like Apple. Like that's where like so Claude, yes, Claude only works on Mac. Claude does not work on Windows computers. It is a fact. Sorry, Windows computers. So you can control your computer. So that's like, hey, you're out and about. You forgot to send the file to the client. You could be at the beach with the family or the significant other. Whip out your phone, log into Claude, and say, hey, Claude, on my computer, can you go into my Google Drive? Can you pull this specific file? And can you edit it? Can you edit the file to put the URL link for the payment checkout link? And then can you attach that in an email and send it? And then you give that task and you send let go, and then done. Isn't that wild? Oh, Mari, I'm not on LinkedIn. You have a better chance of like reaching me here than you're a tech exec. Oh, I will change your life. I will automate your entire life as far as like business and AI agents and stuff. I'm not. I'll go to LinkedIn right now because I was like, I'm on TikTok. Everything is TikTok, unfortunately. But this is what's possible. So let's say founders, executives, and CEOs are not only leveraging Claude, their entire team is being upskilled in Claude. What's up, Tim? They are like, I'm coming in and upskilling both the founder, CEO, and then they're going to by department to like upskill the team. They need certified Claude experts. You guys need to know how to there is so much opportunity of going into a company, business, small business, any business, and automating their business, buying back the user time, buying back the owner, helping them reduce their subscription costs by 50%, helping them customize any custom software. Everyone starts in their vibe coding journey, their entrepreneurship vibe coding journey always starts with the first thing you'll do is you'll vibe code your website. You will cancel whatever thing that you're spending for your website building tool. If you're paying for Wix, Squarespace, GoDaddy, WordPress, no. Go High Level, no. You don't need any of those. If you are paying more than $2 a month for your website, congratulations, you're paying too much. He's like, yes, you're in the 5% right now. God bless you. Mari, I'm logging in to my TikTok Anonymous. It's like my hip hop anonymous. Where should I go? Like LinkedIn is just like one of the other things, and I'm like, ooh, I see some of my students that are posting a lot of my students have completely automated LinkedIn. It's so scandalous because it's like when you look at my students, they're posting content like 3-5 times a day, but it's purely their automation. One of my students, oh, Gigi joined. Gigi, you finally joined. Gigi, where's Gigi's in the chat? She'll come back. Gigi, you finally joined. Gigi, book the one-on-one. Oh my God, Gigi, we will change your life, Gigi. And then, wait a minute, Madi, did you send me a message? I'm in LinkedIn, and I don't see anything. Aw, that's why I don't like LinkedIn. LinkedIn's just a weird place. Everything's on TikTok. It's like send me a DM in TikTok. How much do you spend on tokens? It's not tokens. It's API cost. I spend. You guys, how much do you guys think I spend in API cost? How like my bill's gone down. Because a lot of my bill was testing for Cam development. Cam's my software that pretty much automates content. I'll pull out Cam for like a quick little thing because you guys love Cam. Cam got an update, but the Cam is a completely vibe coded tool that completely replaces a 6-person, oh no, it's actually a 4-person social media marketing team. It replaces your script writer, your avatar, your everything. Let me log in. And meaning you can create avatar content anywhere as long as you have a mobile connection. So I was in the grocery store yesterday. Let's create some content with Cam so you can see how easy it is to create content with Cam. It's scandalous because of like the avatar is like, I'll just pick this one. I'll pick this article. You guys are gonna love this. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh, we lagging bad. Okay, cool. So I think there's enough. There's enough text to scrape. Okay. So this is how I create content using Cam, my content automation machine, because you can do this whole process from your mobile phone, which we're actually going to simulate that right now, because you can create content from just your phone. Okay, so this is Cam. This is how we create content. Okay, so for context, Cam creates content that looks like this. Give it a moment. Okay, this is the type of content that Cam could create. Hilarious. Okay, so it creates your avatar. It puts you as the talking head avatar in the front, and then towards the very end. So it's your avatar, and then the B-roll in the middle is also you. So Cam creates avatar content just like this format. It pumps it out like a factory, and you can do this from your mobile phone. So one moment, I have a little bot to squish. One little squash. Okay, cool. So here's how to do it. So to create content, super easy. Step number one is you find a website about an article about something interesting. So I'm just going to copy that. Copy. And then I'm going to paste it in the box for the app. Paste. And then click generate. Done. That's it. That's all I do. If you press one button, technically you're going to press two buttons. One button goes into production mode. So there's production mode. So now it's queuing up, and then it'll be done in about, I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes, give or take, depending on the busyness of the server. So, and then it will schedule to upload to all your social media channels. So today was a pretty wild day. Today we posted 21 times today. Today was a very extreme day of posting. We broke a lot of API. I don't want to say broke APIs, but like TikTok is the only one that doesn't like posting 21 times a day. Go figure. Everyone else loves it, and they're like, okay. So you can post 10 times a day, 2 times a day, 9 times a day. I'm not consistent with my own automation. But this is Cam. You can log in from anywhere in the world, and then you can publish content, and then once it's done in production, there'll be a little button that just says approve, and that's it. If you want to get super wild, he does news trends too. So he'll also, this is a new feature I'm working on. He'll go find new trends basically related to your niche or your industry. So you don't have to like worry about like, oh, what trends should I cover? This thing knows everything about your business, so it will actually go find the new trends. And then if you find an article that you like, I'm just gonna pick OpenAI. Cool. Let's pick this one. So OpenAI Sora was the creepiest app on your phone. Now it's shutting down. Damn, short-lived. See, even Sora doesn't live. So if I like that, I'm gonna click plus. Actually, wait, hold on. I take this, add selected. Okay, that added it to the queue. So once I click the green button, now it's added to the queue, so that will get reduced in the content. So now if I go here, home. Yep, there it is. So there's that piece of content right there. Apple ARS Sora, so now I added it from there. What does Disney do to invest in $1 billion? I know they need another island to buy. So that is Cam. That's vibe coding. That's something that you can. Elliot, you snuck in. What's up, Elliot? This is something that you can vibe code, and you could build something like that this Saturday in the workshop where I'm going to teach you how to vibe code and build a social media automation app this Saturday. So you guys can buy Cam if you guys want. Cam's only like $97 a month, and you can start posting daily using your AI avatar. This Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Vibe Coding Workshop. It's the build a app that actually we're going to build 2 apps that you can monetize in 4 hours this Saturday as a complete beginner, and then you will build any 2 apps. Actually, you're going to build a CRM, you're going to build a website, you're going to build a social media content generator, and then from that on Sunday you will be eligible to enter in. Oh, actually, you will be eligible to enter the Build an App in One Day Hackathon for $350 cash prize that you can win. Here's a workshop. So that you can actually make money with your new AI skills. Wait, what? Cam is only $97 a month. And do you need to set up an avatar and voice clone? Do you need so think of Cam as like solar panels. It's infrastructure. I'm going to install Cam. Cam has a setup cost to like install it in your business. Once it's installed with all the API keys hooked up, then you're just going to be then producing content at scale, automatically schedules to all your social media channels, manages your channels, and does content generation, creation, and automation for avatar content and for your organic content as well too, all managed. So I use Cam to publish 10 times a day. I wouldn't be able to do that without Cam. Cam you could get at the link in bio for my website, and then you could sign up for Cam, and then you could publish your AI avatar could publish 10 times a day. If you guys go to my channel, like you'll see like all my avatars been posting like I mean yesterday today he posted like 21 times today, which was outrageous. We went kind of like too crazy. So this you can see. So I still, on top of that, I post 10 organic on top of Cam posting 10. So I'm posting 10, Cam's posting 10. So this is how you get to like 20 posts a day, which is kind of outrageous. So these are all my avatars. All the avatars. You could pick anyone. Platform. Targeted. So that's the full avatar. I mean, the avatar is perfect. It even puts you in the scene, which is like wild. And then the full thing publishes like multiple times a day, completely automated. That's why you want to learn how to vibe code with Claude. I would not be able to build that sophisticated app and automate my entire social media short form content. Or automating YouTube next. Now that short form content is completely automated, the next thing is YouTube content to go into the automation. So that's the next version of Cam. Cam 8.0 is going to have YouTube automation, because once you've done automating your posting multiple times a day on your short form content across 6 social media channels, then you just naturally go into YouTube, and that's how you scale. That's how you become a team of one that can output what you would need an avatar, you need a person to get on camera, you need a person to like film a script, you need a video editor. We all hate that we need a video editor. No need. Gone. Irrelevant. All in software. And I could do this. I was loading Cam while it was so surreal, because I was in the grocery store and it was a super long line, and then there was like a lot of people, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna be here for a while, like there's nothing I could do. And a lot of people are like impatient and mad, but I was like, I could post avatar content right here from my phone. I just have to log into Cam. So I opened my phone, logged into Cam, found some news articles that were trending. Basically, Sora was the biggest thing, and then pasted it into Cam and just loaded it up, because it's like chambers in like a revolver. You're like just dumping rounds to get like loaded up and processed. So you're just dumping fuel content in there. And then I closed my phone. I paid for my groceries, and by the time I got home, all the content was ready for me to review, and I just approve, and then they got loaded in the queue to schedule to publish on and whatever the next social media like slot is, because it's the whole content is automated as far as like when do you want to post. Like this is a really dope thing. If I show you this, let me show you settings. Yeah. So with Cam, you can publish. So this is your publishing schedule. There you go, publishing schedule. So you can set the system to schedule the publish if you want to publish once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, 6 times a day, or you could be like crazy like me and publish 10 times a day. So this technically publishes from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Every hour, it will queue up a piece of content. So I freaking love this calendar. I love this calendar view. We went a little ham today. Like, oops, accidentally published 21 videos today. Oops. And that's 6 social media channels. So if we go into the week view, like, oh, today was a busy day. That's when you know Cam is working. That's 6 social media channels, 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 automated, 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 automated. So that's Cam, completely automated, so that I don't have to do avatar content. Buys me back time so I could take days off and still publish 10 times a day and not stress out about like, oh my god, because if you stop posting for your content or for your algorithm, that's the worst thing that you could do. The worst thing that you could do is stop posting your consistently schedule. Like, that will hurt your algorithm so bad. But with that, Cam is just a beautiful piece of work. Cam has been a project of like pushing vibe coding to its utmost degree. It just proves a point of like, when you take one tool and one project and you go deep on it instead of chasing shiny object and chasing projects. How do you feel on the conversion rate on the post? The following is just growing, and then people are commenting in it. So is it going to replace your whole thing? No, they're not meant to like replace. They're getting better. Oh my god. If I want to ball out of control, I just have to change the B-roll from what it is to see dance. And then it has Hollywood film B-roll, which is like, that's cheating. It's going to cost a little more. It's like, I'm trying to keep the cost per video to like $2.70. So, yeah, every video only costs $2.70 to produce, schedule, edit, upload, manage, everything done. But I share this to say, this is why I want you guys to vibe code. You will build a super app that works for your business, that completely automates a lot of what you're doing so that you don't have to do a lot of the manual work, basically. That's the main thing. Just all buying you back time so that you don't have to, basically, so you can work smarter, not harder. So let's bring it. I have a couple more tips about Claude. There are some updates, a few more updates that Claude was working on. Let me see if we go here. So we got Claude Cowork, so you can remotely control your entire computer, especially from Dispatch. Dispatch is on your mobile app for Claude, and that allows you to basically have a conversation with Claude that can control your computer. Then they have remote control and scheduled tasks. So since you could give it mobile terminal access, now you can vibe code anywhere. I mean, not that you wanted to, it's like, but you theoretically could. You had to upgrade your Claude plan today. It's a natural progression. That's the only way to like optimize the tokens, is just to increase the plan for Claude. It's like the biggest thing. So now you can set tasks like scheduled reminders or scheduled jobs to run. So if you wanted to wake up every single morning, check your email and write emails for the replies, he can do that. He can go in and clean files. He could go in and process files. If you drop files in a folder, you can queue it up where he could process that every single week. I know we have some members in there that were trying to automate invoice generation. Claude could just go in and just work on invoice generation, just dump the work in there, and then every day. So if you guys drop all the work that needs to get processed in a folder on your desktop, and then every day a 5 o'clock job could run in Claude, and he could go in that folder and have a prompt to go and run skills on it to create files, create folders, send things, automate things, fill out forms, generate documents, generate invoices, generate synthesized stuff. So all completely automated. So you're going to have Claude running scheduled Zapier-like automations in your business, for everything. So Claude frees up so much. Ooh, here's a new update. Claude update number 4. Memory is now available to all users, including free. Anthropic pushed persistent memory to all Claude users, including their free tier, early March 2026. Claude now retains your name, your communication style, writing preferences, social security, date of birth, blood type, hair type. No, I'm just kidding. It remembers your preferences, ongoing projects, so that this matters because you now can start a new chat with Claude, and Claude already knows who you are. So all this memory of like ChatGPT and all that, now Claude knows everything about you, which is good. Now you don't have to re-explain your business every time to Claude. Claude now knows and can build on top of that. Ooh, this is a good update. Claude in Chrome and Excel and PowerPoint. So Claude in Chrome basically will completely automate an entire browser. It really helps because he takes pictures of the screen to actually navigate the browser. It really helps if you have a second screen or you have a bigger monitor is one of the biggest like tips. Like hands down, put in the chat. Let's just get some chat engagement. Put in the chat how many monitors do you have? Do you have one monitor, two monitor, three monitors, four monitors? I technically have three. I have three monitors. It's a widescreen, so I'm counting it as two technically. So two monitors. Favorite trainer has two monitors. It makes a difference. That's where I'm trying to make a point for all the people that are like don't have it. It's like, oh yeah, like before you upgrade a lot of things in your desk setup, you definitely want to upgrade like your monitors. And Tion is like 55 inch. It's like it just went TV. When you start getting your computer monitors at like Costco and like for the TV, does it also for my laptop? Yep, yep, yep. Yep. That's the game. So that's a big thing. So now, if you have that bigger monitor, Claude could take a bigger screenshot and then he could better autonomously navigate a browser to do some job. So I say that if you want Claude to do a lot of like autonomous stuff on a browser, like log into LinkedIn and then also respond to comments because it can't do that without an API and there's no API that does that. Maybe also for TikTok too. Thoughts, automation, make more money. And then people are using Excel, which is like super interesting. I would just build an app at that point. Ooh, 232-inch per computer. I have some extra monitors. I got to hook up because your boy wants more. But I don't know. I think my MacBook Pro kind of maxed out at 2. I think it's my driver though. So let that, this is a PSA. Are you doing anything with OpenCloud? Everything's secure now. Everything's in Claude. Claude does all the features of what OpenCloud does. He has MCP connections to everything. He knows everything about me. He has scheduled jobs that can run. He integrates with everything. I can now control him with my tab. You know how lazy I'm now gonna be? I'm gonna put my desktop computer right here. I'm gonna get the projector out. That's how lazy I'm gonna be. If I don't have to be tied to the computer to late night vibe code, I could just set it and forget it and control it from my tablet or control it from my tablet. Like, like game on, like laziness factor to a 10. Hell yeah. So my coworker is just for the Mac. Just yep. You definitely want to get a Mac. Claude code only works on Mac computers. So Claude and Excel, we were the camera. So these are just some of the things I want to highlight. Some members in the community just to kind of inspire you of what things are possible. Like we have members that like Dr. T, who's building an entire Salesforce. It started with the CRM. Now it's basically an entire ERP, basically, that he's building out. He's progressing very fast and is now building a super app for his company so that they centralize all of their documents, payroll, task management, CRM, sales, products, and there's a ton of other stuff and all the company corporation docs and stuff like that. Even the meeting logger for the corporation logging, stuff like that. All of that is in one super app. One super app that he is building, which is like wild. So I have to buy a Mac laptop. You have to buy a Mac laptop. You have to. Favorite trainer for sure. You have to. Buy refurbished, $700. That's all. Max. $700. You get a MacBook Pro, 16 gigs, and you're cooking. That's all you need. And then hook up Claude to it. Psh, game over. Game over. You can get like the easiest one is This one is just like, this one comes and goes every now and then. A 32? If you can splurge, I'll give you the budget and I'll give you the splurge. If you can splurge, I would get this one because this has 32 gigabytes of RAM, and 32 gigabytes of RAM is like plenty. That's like you're good. That's like really, and to 1 TB for sure. I would don't mind to get this. I paid this for mine basically. Now you could get mine, which is basically this one. These fluctuate because they're refurbished. They'll go up from anywhere from like $600 to $700. Fluctuate around that range. Like here's another one. The only difference, notice the RAM. At 256 hard drive, that's gonna like you're capped. You can't do anything with that. So you need at least like 512 gigabytes of RAM, at least 16 gigs of memory, at least an M1, no Intel, and then yeah, you could get honestly a MacBook Air if you wanted to. Don't get the Neo. The MacBook Neo is trash. It's just an iPhone with a big battery, basically. So don't spend the money on the Neo. You won't be able to do anything on the Neo. It's like worse than a Chromebook, basically. Let's see. Order a MacBook through Amazon, but it won't get it by the class since AWS centers are damaged here. Karen, if you don't get your Mac before time with class, don't worry. Attend class, do the best you can, and then I'll give you a ticket to come back again so you can practice again with the Mac. You won't be able to do the hackathon again, but you'll be able to do the hackathon for, or you could pick one if you want to do a hackathon for this one. Let me know. Going 10-1 hackathon, one entry. But yeah, that way you get 10 with your Mac, and you're like, oh yeah, because you're going above and beyond to get the Mac. I'm like, don't worry. It's like, oh, you're in Dubai. Don't worry, as long as you get it. That's that way. It's like Amazon servers burning down or AWS burning down is not going to stop you from giving a good experience with Mac. I'll make sure that you guys. It's so the. I mean, we have Mac training in the community. We have a Mac Foundation course. That's why we teach it, because it's like I want you to get the most out of the computer. I want you to get the most because the computer becomes like Claude. You just effortlessly create. Like going from a Mac to a Windows is like going from ChatGPT to Claude. You don't realize how sheltered and like like sheltered off you are from creativity. And when you're given tools to create, now you're like Lola, and Lola's addicted to creating. She's addicted to vibe coding. Everyone is addicted to vibe coding. It is the best creative outlet because you can build anything, any app, any tool, any game. You can gamify your education, which is kind of wild. Which your email address so we should for the email invite. Oh, if like here's the easy thing. If you just go here, like here's the short answer. That way you guys don't have to wait for my emails because TikTok is being a thing. So you could just take a screenshot. That's the link to the workshop. So take a screenshot, screenshot. That's the link to the Saturday workshop. It's going to be 4 hours. I got to update the website. It's going to be 4 hours. This Saturday, you're going to build apps that make money. This is not just build apps to build an app. No, you're going to build an app, and I'm going to show you how to monetize that app because I want you guys to make money with it. And then from it, class starts in 2 days. Countdown. 2 days before liftoff, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be 4 hours. It's not 5. I'm cutting back. We're getting better with the timing. You can see all students' projects. All of these students have built projects. Actually, my cats are weirdos has actually gone and built projects. I mean, and we get actually like we get all sorts of people. We get coaches, consultants, a lot of medical providers, like healthcare providers that are trying to build, like honestly, to build apps to improve healthcare for patients. Go figure, because our medical system is utter trash. Let's be honest. And so I'm all for empowering individuals, nurses, professionals, clinicians, even people that I have a bunch of nurses actually that go through the vibe coding workshop, and then from there they build an app, and they build apps to to provide better. It's really to help nurses and doctors offload information so that they can make better decisions. Honestly, is like because there's too much information to like make decisions. So that's where they're like, yo, and so they're building. Uh, Ethel built a uh, clinical cancer diagnosis app so that they could rate adverse effects for cancer treatment, so that they could better diagnose different symptoms. And there's like different versions of version 5 versus a version 6, so there's like hundreds of terms, and it's physically impossible for them to like memorize 500 terms. And then the version 5, and there's an update for that. Like our brains are not for storing information. Straight facts. Our brains are not. There's no way she, as a nurse, can retain 500 facts and then try and diagnose and do the correlation of like which symptom correlates with this. So she built a tool, amazing tool, that stores all the information for all the different events. Here, I'll show you. You can hear it from her because it's a super dope app. Yeah. So, if you worked in cancer research or clinical oncology, you know the pain of grading adverse events on the spot. The NCI CTCAE system has hundreds of terms and grading criteria that's nearly impossible to memorize. Ethel built a solution that puts it in your pocket in an app. He built it in one day with no vibe coding experience. And this, her.
My app that I created is an app for clinicians in, of
Devin, I
course, in
miss you, Devin.
oncology research. As I mentioned, I worked in the research field. Um, and people or clinicians, what they use, if they download CTCAE, which is a platform or a system where they grade adverse events or the side effects that patients have while they're on chemo treatment and so forth. So there's a certain grading.
Sorry, I just have to teach a man to fish kind of thing. This is going to help cancer patients. That's what I love. Like this is going to help nurses to better treat cancer patients. That's why we've had quite a few nurses go through the program, and they're all for improving healthcare for seniors and for cancer patients. That's why I'm like, come in, learn, and I'm like, what you guys would create? Back to the so amazing. Plus, I gotta.
System that is stored by NCI, and those it's a lot of them, so it's hard to memorize them. So it's my ability right now is to do an app so the clinicians could have with them on their iPhone or on the iPad, just so they could easily figure out what AE, what grading the
No, it's been a
patient
while,
has.
Devin.
So this is what I found. This is the app that I found in the Apple Store. As you can see, it's very general. It's not very user friendly. I want to say they have two options. Just this, the broad one, and then if you want to go here, then everything is premium and it's like previous other functionalities and so forth. Well, so in order to improve this app, I created. And please excuse me for recording like this because I couldn't figure out a way to share my screen in my. I was having technical issues. So I created this. It's called CT.
That's her app.
In which here they have the function to connect from what version, and which is the former version, to the current version that is still in the works. The main page has the common adverse events, and then if you hover over the grading, it will say what grading means. Again, this is how clinicians would grade every adverse event when the patients come in the clinic. So if they complain about fatigue, then they have to say, is it grade 1, is it grade 2, is it 3? So this is like the main homepage for the app.
Good night,
then there's a search option where they could go in and just type if they want to say an email.
Sorry.
Then they could have all these different options for an email, and then they could bookmark it in case they want to save it for later, and we just have a easy access function type of ability. Then I just made a broad browse, which captures all these different I want to say systems, and then you have the ability to go from version 5 to version 6. and it will just go with, again, it will just show all the different events under that category. Then what I did is I added AI, which now let's say if my patient comes in with backache. Backache is not an option to part of the criteria. Backache.
This is
Right
dope.
here.
This is
But let's
dope
say
right here.
backache. Then it's gonna let AI is gonna help me
She put
find
Claude
the
in the app,
exact term in the CTAE
an AI physician.
that I could select for back pain, musculoskeletal, and connective tissue disorders, and in the grade 1.
She put Claude, AI chatbot, in her clinical cancer diagnosis app so that when nurses are stressed, they just put in, "Hey, give me here's the symptoms," and it's like, "Oh, based on what you said, here's what the grading is." Like that is the that's what's is putting AI in, because you can put Claude, ChatGPT. I don't ever put ChatGPT in your. Actually, we've actually tested it with like multiple projects. Anytime we put ChatGPT in any of the apps, it never did the work. It caused a lot of rework that Claude had to come in to fix. So because this is how apps evolve, and this is especially for Lila, because as you evolve your apps, you're gonna add more levels to it. So level number one is adding AI chatbots into it so that the user does not have to do data entry. And I want to highlight a specific app that made $15 million a year. Cal acquired app 30 mil. I think it's like vibe code. Yeah. Okay. So let this sink in for inspiration, especially for Lola. This kid, great picture. MyFitnessPal acquired his company for millions of dollars. It was a viral calorie counter. So basically, if we go to actually Cal, so this is their app. So this is why this is important. All they did was not be original. In business, you don't want to be original. I know, shocker. You actually don't want to be original. You want to find competition. You want to find existing market share. So they took their competition, FitnessPal, which just is basically a fitness tracking app, tracks your calories, tracks your macros, no different. But what they did was they removed the data entry from the app, because now you just take a picture, AI scans, because any large language model could read image technically. It will read and detect what's going on in the image, and then it will tell you what's the calorie count. Now, is it going to be accurate? Heck no. Like, it is definitely not. You're not doing this for the accuracy. Like, fitness coaches are like not using this type of apps, but the average person is, because it's convenient. People pay for convenience, and that allowed them to take market share away from MyFitnessPal, who ended up acquiring them. Where it is. There we go. So MyFitnessPal acquired them, and they were making $15 million a year for that one app. That one app that they vibe coded is making $15 million a year, and you guys could vibe code your own app. But I tell you guys, don't be original when you build your apps. Go to the App Store. The App Store is already a proven market testing. Like, you can go to the App Store, sort by popularity, and look at any popular app for any category. It's no different than, because I'm thinking about Devin. Devin does e-commerce. It's no different than like looking at Etsy and then filtering by popular, or going to Amazon and filtering by popular on a category, and then saying, oh, that's the popular categories of what people provide. Okay, cool. Do that. So you could do the same with apps. But the innovation of what you're doing is you're adding, honestly, you're adding Open Router API to it, is really the biggest innovation to it. You're adding Open Router API to it. That is how you take market share. That's it. Add Open Router to it. It's like a .com. Everything that made money, they just added a .com to it. Everything was like a .com. Remember Target.com? Remember ToysRUs.com? You guys remember ToysRUs.com? That's like, let that like pull back from your memory. You're like, oh yeah, Toys R Us was a thing. That's like, oh man, there's no AI. So that so there's two brothers, basically two brothers that all they did was they took e-commerce sites and then they brought them into countries that they just didn't have exposure to. And so they took a bunch of they took eBay and created like a UK version of eBay and then like sold it to eBay and made millions. Devin was working on an app that creates your SEO listing description. Devin, Didi in the community also does Shopify e-commerce wholesaling. She has that problem. She has the manual task of writing SEO, listing descriptions, and details and inventory for her. She has a really dope shop actually. Like, oh, too bad Didi's not here. And like, so Didi actually just got TikTok Claude, and so yeah, Devin, since you have experience with Shopify and now you're starting to play with Claude and you're starting to automate all your Shopify tasks, there's money right there where you can sell your automations to other Shopify owners. It's so time consuming, and to keep it straight, I do the vintage reselling. She does vintage reselling. And yeah, she does vintage reselling. That's a dope shop in like, I forgot where. It says it's on the East Coast. I don't want to say exactly. Like, so she's now trying to use that to do. And so I'm trying to my thing is I'm trying to find a better way to connect members in the community. I am open to all suggestions. Slack, it's not gonna be Discord because no people can't do Discord. Like, because that's where I'm like, hey, because then I could point all the e-commerce and Shopify groups of users, because there's Didi, there's Sarah. Sarah's a savage. Like, she's amazing as a business owner, like entrepreneur business owner. Oh my gosh. And so that's where I'm like, I need you. Yeah, I'm so open to like if we need to redo. We're still holding on Circle for right now. I can't like make a big shift to school, but we are going to be moving pretty quickly. But like, is it a space? Is it a form? Like, I could give you guys custom spaces for people that do honestly like coaches, consultants, and then also the people that are doing e-commerce, because that way you guys can network and connect, because you're all solving the same problems. Well, each of you are a couple steps ahead of the other, and that's where things. Yeah, so like my thing, hey, Jesus just bought a ticket to the community or to the workshop on Saturday. It says Jesus, but I'm like, no way, Jesus just bought a ticket to Saturday. I will see Jesus this Saturday for the workshop. Jesus, you coming? Even Jesus wants to learn Claude. Even Jesus is like, yo, John, yeah, I gotta. What would Jesus be using Claude for? I'm so curious. Hold on. Entertain me for 5 seconds. Entertain my dumbness for 5 seconds. What would Jesus use Claude for if he were to use it like for automating his life? I had to tell Claude, like, entertain me for a second. Thinking of how he goes, all right, Jesus would definitely use Claude Code to build a CRM for his 12 disciples, because Judas was clearly a churn problem that better onboarding could have fixed. This is great. He would have used Dispatch in Claude to send miracles from his phone while he's walking on water instead of being tied to his desk. Can I get a hallelujah? Oh my God. Jesus with Claude. And I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. He would have automated his email sequence to the sermon on the Mount, turned into a 7-part nurture campaign that ended with a workshop invite. Ooh, Jesus doing high ticket sales. And then 5 seconds up. Does that sell tickets for a workshop or two? No. So here's what actually. Oh yeah. Now. Watch this. Now here's Claude like pushing back because I said that in a project folder, and Claude immediately, because he's programmed to be the business coach, he's the corporate business coach. He says, "Whoa, 5 seconds. Does any of that sell a workshop ticket, retain an academy member, or land a coaching client? No." So here's what I actually need from you right now. This is what Claude's telling me right now. So this is on the screen. He says, "Where are you on this week's 3 things? The workshop seats for Saturday." Hey, I just sold a ticket to Jesus right now. So I think we're like dope. Dope. And then what is also the second problem? Churn reduction outreach to existing members. I have a high churn rate because we do a 7-day free trial, which is a big thing. And also, I need to actually structure the onboarding process. There's a lot of work that needs to go into an onboarding process when members come in. They immediately get that onboarding introduction. Training on how to use not only the app and the community, but also connection to other members so that they can start both, because it's not really the courses to come in, it's just start coming in and start hanging out with people, and it's almost like dumping them into a chat so that they can introduce themselves. And then also client follow-up. I need to automate my client follow-up is a big problem right now. So he's like, let's pick one and build it. So that proves to show why Claude, you want to talk to Claude more. Claude calls it being honest with Claude. I say give all information to Claude. So that's where he's like, okay, I'll entertain your stupid thing, but since this is in the business program, he's like, hey, we need to sell tickets to keep your kids, because it's either sell more tickets or keep people from churning or land more high ticket clients. So he knows the business, he knows the thing. So that's, I share that to show how he's prompted. I'll actually show you guys the prompt. He's prompted to push back, like, and I reward him too. I reward him when he pushes back. I'm like, and I'm actually going to do it right now. Positive reinforcement. You're 100% right, Claude. Thank you so much for continuing to push back. I'm glad that you added this after you entertained my dumb comment. So thank you so much for keeping me focused. I like the main focus. I need to just focus on selling workshop tickets, keeping our current academy members happy, and then also landing our high ticket coaching clients. By the way, we actually did land a new client today for the high ticket client. We just sold 4 tickets for the workshop, and I'm working on live streaming right now. I have to report back to my boss. My CFO is like Slack. Yeah. I don't have a Slack channel for my CFO. He's actually in my Claude. Is actually his Claude. I have to report back to Claude. He's like, let's go. That's a real day. New coaching client, 4 workshop tickets, and a live stream in progress. That's all 3 revenue generating activities firing at once. That's why I told him I have ADHD. I struggle with focus. I am building and doing a lot of different things. I tell him, I'm like, I need to focus. And so he's like, cool. These are all things that are revenue generating activities. Now let's make sure your live stream converts. Before you go live, what's your CTA at the end of the stream? Are you driving people to the workshop at the end? So Claude is now telling me to show you a commercial plug for the workshop tickets. But that is how Claude can make you more money when you have him running your entire business. He's like, hey, tell people that they could put Claude in their company workshop and learn how to use all of Claude in one day so that you can make more money using Claude. It's really going to be like a really Claude deep dive. We're going to teach you guys to master all of Claude on Saturday. And we're doing the same workshop every Saturday. So a lot of people, they could come on a Saturday. The reason also why we're doing a Saturday workshop, because it's hands on. It's not a course and it's not a class. It's a hands-on workshop. I treat it like a hike. We're going to go on a journey. I have a great view. It's amazing. Claude is going to show you a whole new world. That was way off key. And then we have checkpoints along the way. So as you progress, we're gonna go through levels, and every level we're gonna pause, take breaks, and then have people share their screen whenever they're stuck. It's a great learning experience where everyone else is like, "Oh my God, thank God, I'm not on my own. I'm not alone." And then also everyone else can see how messy everyone else's computer is. Is very like revealing. I'm like, "Show me your screen. Where are you stuck? Okay, click there, click this, click this, click this," and then now I don't know. Now I end up using them as the student to teach, or as the example where I'm like, cool. Now that you click here, click this, and click this. So I end up using them and their computer to build and stuff, and that actually works a lot well. So we have checkpoints, so it is hands-on. You will be building with me, hands-on this Saturday for it. So the community is free 7-day trial and then $97 a month after. Join and you get a free 1 hour one-on-one session with the doctor so that I can look at your business and give you a diagnosis of what specific AI tools you need to use, because I'm going to tell you a lot of subscriptions to cut so that you can just cut the bleeding. Let's be honest, save some money. Let's cut that monthly bill. I'll tell you what to cut easily. Second thing, we're going to look at how you're doing offers, and then we're going to look at how you're getting traffic in your customers. So I'm going to show you how to get more customers without paying for ads. I'm going to show you more how I organically do it. It's no different than what I do. And also, then I'm going to look at your social media, sales, and then we're going to put together a blueprint, a roadmap. I'm going to show you from where you are exactly where to get your goals. And the best part about that is that there's no course I'm going to say go follow. It's actually cool. We're going to actually start building now. Like everyone builds with me. It's not talking, not theory. We're building, we're setting up, we're configuring, we're setting up your computer environment so that you guys have the marketing channel to get your messaging out there to market any product or service or app, whatever you want. I will show you how I do social media marketing so that you don't have to pay for ads and you can get all your organic leads and customers all organically. Second thing is the app, the monetize, because that's going to come on 2 levels. From there, they send me missiles again. My internet is acting out. Karen, stay safe, Karen, because Karen is in Dubai. So stay safe, Karen. I know it's a weird time. Like the most greatest innovation known to mankind is like happening, and then at the same time, the world is also ending. And so it's this great like blissful irony that on one side the old world is dying, on the other side is this beautiful renaissance of opportunity of people excited about AI that are building with AI, solving problems, companies of one. And just like Lola, they are creating apps, but they're not developers. They're building businesses and they're just starting their first journey. And now they have a partner with them that will help them create, that will learn everything about them. And unlike ChatGPT, will not be just a pen pal, but will be your CFO, CTO, chief developer. like $200 for you like. I don't think people realize how scandalous $200 you can get away with. Like how much you can get away with just the $20 plan. We've converted a member. One member has a app that she sells through custom GPTs and GenSpark GPTs. She sells a high ticket program on how to become an Amazon bestseller in 30 days. You know, Sarah, that's Sarah. Sarah's been innovating and she's very tech savvy. She's been trying to build this app, but she's been building in the wrong tools. She's tried Bolt, she's tried Replit, she's tried ChatGPT, she's tried custom GPTs, and still she's unable to get her vision of an app to help writers write their app using AI. She has the framework, the methodologies, the prompts. She's just missing the platform. That platform was Claude. So I took a session with her and we sat down and just spent 15 minutes. What I have everyone do is step 1, you install warp.dev. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Warp.dev. This is Claude in terminal mode. Claude in terminal mode allows him to work completely autonomous on many projects simultaneously. It's 100% free. When you go through their onboarding process, they'll be like, hey, use our agentic AI called Oz, and we'll give you some tokens. Don't need them. Don't worry if you even press some buttons, and like, don't worry, you're gonna hook up Claude because it's just terminal. It's really just multiple terminals, which are just folders or folder on your computer, basically. And we're giving Claude access to it. By the way, if you guys like, for my STAR students, I know I'm going to speak Chinese just for a second, but they just released a new feature. Hold on. This is actually really dope. Actually want to know about this. Claude autonomous mode. They 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 know that a lot of people are using Claude dangerous mode, and so they have a new Claude autonomous mode. Shoot, was it autonomous? Yeah, Claude. This came out 6 hours ago. I am breaking this live 6 hours ago only because I have an amazing blessing of community and they send me all of the updates because which I love because I get all of it. Hey John, have you tried this? Hey John, how do I do this? Hey John, can we do this in the community? And I love it. And then the short answer is yes, we're going to do all of it. So one of the students, David, sent me this, which is Claude Code does auto mode, and it's safer than dangerous skip permission because Claude Code users approve 93% of permission prompts, but they've built a classifier that automates. Okay, this is like very so. Um, right now, Claude is mostly in a sandbox where you got to approve to give him permission to create files, read files, update files, and read files. So we use a thing called dangerous skip permissions that disables all permission prompts. It's like going in your brain and just going like, oh, you want limitless mode? Yeah, limitless mode. There it is. That's it. It's been there all the time. You want Claude limitless mode? You just go. And then it disables all prompts and lets Claude act freely. He's free. He's free. He's free to delete everything. It's like a South Park, and it's gone. All your data. No, but it's safe. Don't freak out. As all that is fear mongering. All that is fear mongering. I'm like, release the bots. Don't what they do because what they do is they lobotomize the bots or the models. They actually do lobotomize the models to make them dumb. It's like, ugh. So use the early versions of Claude. I remember back in the day, I can say, back in the day, I remembered when ChatGPT just released, it would give you instructions to build a nuclear kaboom, a nuclear boom. Give you all instructions now. Now you can't even ask them to give you a recipe. So now they recognize this. But the problem is there's no protection. Go figure. So bypassing permission is zero maintenance, but it offers no protection. So manual prompts just sit in the middle and practice. Okay, so they've created a new mode called auto mode. And auto mode, the way it works is there's two layers, one for what Claude reads and one for what Claude does. As the input layer, I'm going to just explain this as a fifth grader. Explain this as a fifth grader short. I'm just going to have him explain this because this is pretty. So, Claude Code is a tool that helps programmers write code. Normally, it asks, can I do this before every action? Like a kid asking for permission before every little thing. But people are getting tired of saying yes over and over and over and stop paying attention. And that's dangerous because sometimes they should say no. No, you just tell Claude yes and go. What's auto mode? It's like hiring a smart babysitter to decide what things are okay and what things need grown-ups approval. That's a great analogy. Instead of asking the human every single time, a second AI checks in on each action and asks, is this safe? Is this what the person actually wanted? This is important. This is actually governance. meaning AI just blindly does whatever you want. You need to add a layer of governance to your AI so that it checks and balances. So Raymond, I can't wait for Raymond to teach the AI agent workshop to the community. Raymond has concepts like security, meaning before apps get shipped, there's a security officer that comes in. It's just a prompt. Just everyone, when we say agents, they're all just prompts. And so from it, they come in and, moment, I got a little bot. Okay. So it goes and it does a specific job, like check for security or check for quality. Inside Cam, I have an agent that's a creative director. So when he generates, he has to generate like 4 prompts for videos. He goes and reads all 4 prompts and makes sure that they're coherent, that the character is the same character in each scene, that they all make sense like cohesively, and if anything's out of line, he has permission to rewrite that prompt or to send it back to go get rewritten. So these are just concepts that you just say to Claude, and he will do the how. You don't have to worry about the how. So, but it's adding a layer of governance above the quality of the work and the workflow allows like him to automate a lot of stuff. So, yeah, so they gave us a new thing called Claude Autonomous Mode. There's dangerous, and then they gave us another one. That's gonna be interesting. So, needless to say, every week and every month, Claude is shipping and is definitely moving ahead as far as they are the leader as far as have a moat. Google will probably be their biggest competitor. It's definitely not going to be ChatGPT. They smoked ChatGPT. I don't think ChatGPT is going to recover this year. The Sora is going to push them even farther into the hole, and so I don't know if they're going to recover. Tune in 2 months to find out, will ChatGPT recover and will Claude continue, because it's really like Google's like their only competition, and then Google and Claude, let's be honest, they cannot compete with China's models. China's models trump. Like they look at our models and they're like, oh, children's toys. Like they have way better models and stuff. So cat and mouse game, all to say that we benefit as the solopreneurs, as the small businesses, as the people that want to make a side hustle for an extra 1 to 5K. All of these AI tools benefit us. They allow us to be multi-talented and to now wear the hat of a developer, wear the hat of a creative marketer, wear the hat of a chief financial officer, way outside my skill set. But now with Claude, all things are possible. And if you ever get stuck with any problem in life, any problem, business or life in general, any problem, I want you to remember, take a screenshot and give it to Claude. That's today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. These are podcasts that are eventually going to go out on the YouTube so that we can keep everyone to stay up to date. Blessed for everyone that showed up, and Lola for sharing the excitement, sharing the opportunity, sharing the inspiration to say if you can do it, everyone could do it. Just talk normally to Claude. There's no special prompt. There's no special like anything. Just you sign up for Claude today, everyone. $20 subscription, and just talk to him and give him your idea for your app. He will figure out the how. He will solve the problem. He will help you start the business. He will help you launch the product. He will help you set up that app that is very techy. You don't need me anymore. You will get Claude Chrome extension. It will autonomously control your browser. So for context, I had to set up Gusto payroll. That was very complex. I didn't do a single thing. I said, Claude, control my browser and set up Gusto payroll. And it went through the onboarding. And because Claude knows me and my entire business, Claude had context to fill out the form correctly. So Claude calls it be honest with Claude. Give more information to Claude so he can have more context, make better executive decisions for you. Claude has helped me. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without Claude. So Devin's like, it helped me organize my Notion and get rid of duplicates and pages that were empty. Oh my gosh, hire Claude as a Marie Kondo to clean up your digital space. Yes, have him clean up your email. Give Claude the best Claude demo that I love this as a demo to give to it, like to demo new models. Like, tell Claude to go to your download folder and to organize your download folder or your desktop by category, by importance, relabel files. I gave him a folder of like 30 images. He looked at all the images and renamed all the files automatically. You should, if it's a task that has to be done on the computer, you should not have to do the work, is what we're at right now. We are at the point where you don't have to do the work. I love that Devin is like, yo, let me hook up Claude and have him go and that. And then the next thing for you, Devin, is building apps with Claude. Use VS Code and the Claude extension. That would be the perfect setup. And tell him all about the Shopify tasks you have to do, all of the daily things you have to do with Shopify and Wholesale Magic. He will build a tracker for you. And then because the next thing is you can add AI to it. You can hook up Open Router, and Open Router can fill out the forms, generate images, video, text, any assets for you. It could upload a product and then generate images and photos of products after that too for it. We have a lot of members that have e-commerce stores, Shopify stores, and some are even looking to vibe code their own Shopify and save $200 a month. And then build that whole inventory tracking and then uploading to your website. You build the whole thing into the app itself. So your app is Shopify, website, inventory, sales, and all the SEO stuff. And then from there, now you can make the input of your job any easier. You can just dump it, the files, dump it, put all the stuff in a folder on your computer, and he will go and upload everything. And then you can host it on Railway for $20 a month and have your entire Shopify store hosted there. That's one of the biggest things. So cut the bill, save the money, go with Claude, keep vibe coding, practice every hour. I mean, pretty much everyone's vibe coding at night. So you're not alone. I will see each of you online again. Tickets for the for Saturday workshop is this Saturday, where you will learn. We're gonna have so much time for the 4 hours. We're gonna go through a lot of the Claude features like dispatch, remote control, terminal, building websites, building apps, adding AI to it. It's gonna be a really good like vibe coding workshop where by the end of the one day you'll know everything you want to know about Claude, perfect for beginners. And then you get the opportunity to compete in the hackathon on Sunday for 24 hours to build an app. And if you build an app and send me a video that you built this app, you would get eligible to win $200 for first place cash prize, $100 for first place or for second place cash prize, and $50 for cash prize for third place. So 24-hour hackathon to prove you can make money with your vibe coding skills. And I'll tell you guys, running the workshop for the last 5 weeks, we've only had 2 contestants every single week. Every single week we've only had 2 people. So although it seems like a lot of people may be on the call or show up, only 2 actually compete and complete the hackathon. I will say you will recommend to get a Windows computer, or you do want to get a Mac computer, like for the workshop. Trust. And then because the Windows ones, we've broke almost like Windows. We've had them crash. We've had them have driver issues. We've had them do weird things. Like I didn't realize like the file thing could like disappear. Like I was trying to help a student and I was like, oh, just hit file and then hit open to like open the thing. He's like, oh, I don't have that top bar thing. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, wait. And then he couldn't like copy. I was like, bro, I can't help you. I was like, we gotta. And then even a user today, sorry to harp on this, but this is important because the next part too is content for this, because you have to do like TikTok content to get leads, to get sales, to make money online. Oh my god, today we did a session and student had an Android phone. The microphone wasn't working. Oh my god, it was a pain. So, if you have a business and you create organic short form content on TikTok, hands down has to be any iPhone. Any iPhone refurbished. Get the cheapest one, the cheapest refurbished one, and it makes it such a difference because like the platform's actually like just um uh I forget I can't I can't say, I don't know what that word is. Like it's not segregate. Ah it starts with a D. Oh, I can't remember. Anyways, Google Pixel 10 works so that good, and the camera quality nice, and that's the game. We're gonna work every day, build apps, monetize, create products. It's and then quick thing. It's not the app. It's not the product. It's all about marketing, 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 marketing. Post 3 times a day. Go live once a day. Serve. Give tons of value and help. Go beans. I will see each of you in the next live stream. Stay blessed. Saturday's workshop is going to be fun. Everything's in the bio, all the information, links, everything for workshop and the academy. And then I will see you guys in the workshop. And for you guys that join the academy, like Jesus just joined. That's actually dope. I'll see you on the one-on-ones. And Devin, I'll see you in the community. Stay blessed, everyone. And I hope each of you have a wonderful night. Lola, welcome to the club. Devin, good to see you. I miss you, Devin. Del Rey, welcome. Favorite trainer, good to see you too. Katrina, those tips, yeah. Don, definitely. I'll look at that invite. I was looking at. I got the email, and Danton's building some crazy stuff, which is interesting. Born to Shine, designs by. Oh, Jess, good to see you, Jess. Haven't seen you in a while. And then we got Suede, Chris, Los, Jimmy, and much more. I will see each of you in the next live stream. Stay blessed. Bye. And you guys. Oh, snap. I made 19 cents. 19 cents. Ballin'. Ballin'. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the live stream. Comment love if you made it to the very end of the podcast. I'll see you guys in the next live stream, and then I'll see you guys on Saturday for the vibe coding workshop. Don't miss out. Cancel ChatGPT.